everyone. I'm here to show you our first recipe of the year for our apple lesson. It's called Fall Apple Crunch. It's a delicious dessert, or you can actually eat this at breakfast time. And our first ingredient is our apples. You can choose any apple variety that you like. This one is Gala, but choose your favorite. We have 6 cups or 6 apples that have been cored, washed, and thinly sliced. And I'd like to show you first off how I slice the apples without using an apple slicer. You don't need any gadgets. You're going to take your apple with a cutting board and cut that right down the middle so that you have a nice flat surface. Then I'm going to take a spoon. I'm using a grapefruit spoon because that helps to get the core out a little bit easier, but you don't have to have a grapefruit spoon. I'm just going to dig the core right out of there. And this helps with any waste. We're not wasting very much of the apple when we cut it this way. So I'm going to get all of that out of there. And then I'm going to lay the apple flat side down on the cutting board. Let me set this stuff aside so you can see. And this gives us a nice stable surface to slice with. Then you're going to just thinly slice. That's what you're looking for in this recipe, is very thinly sliced apples so that they will cook up nice and soft. So this is what they should look like, nice and thin and very easy to do. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to start out with our apples. And I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of whole wheat flour, or you can use all-purpose flour. I'm going to take it right from this cup. Sprinkle that over the apples. And then I'm going to get my big spoon and stir that all together. We want the flour to cover those apple slices. And I already have my baking dish ready. I put some cooking spray in there. So you're just going to get that all mixed together. And remembering, we're working with clean hands. I've already washed my hands, so of course you want to always start out with clean hands, but if you have to get in there with your hands to help mix this up together, you definitely want to make sure you've washed. All right, that looks pretty good. So we're just going to pour the apples. Let me get my spoon again. Into the baking dish. And kind of level that out a little bit. I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm going to take a small mixing bowl and add 1/3 cup of our whole wheat or all-purpose flour. Pour that in. I'm using 1 cup of oatmeal, and you can use 1/3 cup of chopped nuts like pecans or walnuts, but I'm opting for the oatmeal this time because I want it to be kind of a breakfast food. So we're going to get our fruit and we're going to get our oatmeal. Then I have 1/4 cup or 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and just a little pinch of salt. I'm just going to reach in there and get a pinch of salt. And all you need to do at this point is mix that all together. I'm using a little whisk. And you don't have to use apples in this recipe. You can be more creative and try different fruits, whatever happens to be in season. Maybe peaches or pears or mixed berries would be great. Try different fruits and see what's your favorite. So I've got that all mixed together. Then I have 3 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter. I'm going to just drizzle that over this mixture. Pour that all in there. get my big spoon again. I think that'll work best. And we're just gonna get that butter mixed in there with the dry ingredients so that it's kind of a crumbly mixture. I'm gonna make sure that's stirred together very well. And I don't know if I told you, this recipe card is going to be going home with you so that you can try this with your family. All right, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle this over the apples evenly. And that looks about right. Let me scrape the back of that spoon. I want to get every bit of that in there. This is going to go into a preheated oven, 350 degrees, for about 35 minutes until the top gets bubbly and brown, and it's going to be delicious. I wish you were here to smell it. Anyway, I hope you try this recipe and let me know what you think.